In Thai BL dramas, popular pairs often get cast together repeatedly, building strong fan bases. However, some couples lack the chemistry to make their relationships believable. I'd like to see the couples in this video paired with different people. P.S. Don't kill me, this is just my opinion. In my opinion, Force and Book, friends for 23 years, have an amazing platonic chemistry that just doesn't translate into romantic chemistry on screen. Their buddy chemistry shines through effortlessly, but as soon as scenes turn romantic, the connection feels forced and the spark fizzles out. Despite their good looks and natural banter, their romantic acting comes off as bland, with cliched storylines and formulaic intimate scenes lacking genuine emotional depth. I think they would make believable best friends or brothers. We know they enjoy working together and share a deep bond, which is why hugs and holding hands come naturally to them, but anything beyond that feels off. In Boss and a Babe, Book's character, Cher, never convincingly conveys romantic feelings for Gun. Book often appears to lean away during intimate moments, as if repelled by the whole thing. Even in Only Friends, their NC scenes felt scripted. Although Book has said he is most comfortable with Force, acting is about stepping out of your comfort zone. They could benefit from having different romantic partners. Perth and Chimon's pairing in Dangerous Romance really missed the mark for me due to their lack of believable chemistry. To be clear, the title itself is misleading because there was no danger or believable romance. Their romantic interactions come across as awkward and forced, with Chimon often looking uncomfortable during intimate scenes. This discomfort is so evident that it impacts my overall viewing experience, making many scenes cringeworthy and hard to watch. The show might have thrived more with a focus on a platonic friendship rather than a romantic one. Perth and Chimon's chemistry leans towards a buddy dynamic. Someone on Reddit even referred to Chimon's kissing style as homophobic kissing, which makes so much sense. But to be fair, Chimon is just a bad kisser regardless of gender. Namtan has made fun of Chimon on Armchair for being a bad kisser. Said that she kept trying to get him to open his lips in The Player. So he should definitely learn before his next BL. Min and Plan's romantic chemistry in Love by Chance 2 was lacking, making their intimate scenes particularly uncomfortable to watch. Plan's visible discomfort during kissing scenes often made me cringe. It wasn't that he gave off homophobic vibes, rather, he seemed generally uneasy with romantic scenes. In non-romantic contexts, Min and Plan were fine, showing good chemistry in scenes that involved banter or casual interactions. However, when it came to romantic scenes, their chemistry vanished completely. Plan always looked uncomfortable, almost as if he was under duress, and Min often appeared bored or irritated. This was particularly disappointing given the chemistry they had in the first season. Their couch kiss at the end of season 1 was well executed. However, this connection didn't translate into Love by Chance 2, where their intimate scenes felt strained and unconvincing. It's puzzling why this change occurred, but the result was a significant drop in the quality of their romantic portrayal. Min seemed to put more effort into making the romantic scenes work, while Plan looked repulsed. While they both have potential individually, it seems clear that they would be better off in different pairings. The chemistry between Christ and Singto in Sodas has been a polarizing topic among viewers, and I share the sentiment that their romantic dynamic felt lacking, particularly in the intimate moments. Christ's portrayal often came across as awkward and uncomfortable, especially in kissing scenes, giving the impression that he was merely going through the motions rather than genuinely connecting with Singto's character. In contrast, Singto had a lot of chemistry with Oh Min He Is Coming to Me. After Singto left GMMTV, Christ's chemistry with Gon Kaski felt natural and convincing. This shows that Christ and Singto are good actors. Singto's performance may have carried Sodas to some extent, but it wasn't enough to make up for their lack of chemistry. Given that Sodas was GMMTV's first BL, it's understandable that their chemistry and workshops weren't as refined as they are now. I'm curious about Christ and Singto's upcoming drama and whether their chemistry will improve. If they still can't get it right, it might be time to move on, especially considering how they interact with other partners. Brightwin's romantic chemistry in Together is definitely one of the worst I have seen. While the show was cute overall, their romantic chemistry felt lacking, resembling more of a cute bromance than a genuine romantic relationship. Them ending the series with a high five should tell you all you need to know. As Sarawat and Tyne's relationship progressed, the lack of intimacy became glaringly obvious. Despite sharing a bed and living together, their interactions felt more like those between brothers than romantic partners. Even simple gestures of affection, like holding hands or cuddling, were absent. This lack of physical and emotional intimacy made it difficult to believe in their love, as they seemed more like strangers than a couple. It's unclear whether this lack of intimacy was due to decisions by the production team or the actors themselves, but it ultimately detracted from the believability of their relationship on screen. Which is why they need to let their ship die a natural death. Since Bright has left GMMTV, they likely won't be cast in a BL together again, which suits me and them just fine. The chemistry between Jeff and Barcode has been a contentious issue among fans, and I personally never felt the hype surrounding them as a couple. When we got introduced to them, they were playing the third couple in Kim Posh the series. Barcode reportedly joined filming when he was around 16 years old while Jeff was around 25. This age difference played a significant role in my perception of their dynamic. Barcode has always felt more like Jeff's younger brother than a romantic partner, and this sentiment was reflected in their interactions. Jeff appeared to see Barcode as a child, and Barcode seemed attached to Jeff in a brotherly way. The storyline itself, where a star becomes romantically involved with a teenage fan, was off-putting and contributed to the awkwardness. Even though they may act together again, possibly depending on the reception of Wooju Bakery and Happy Ending, their brotherly dynamic is too strong to convincingly portray a romantic relationship, and this limits their potential as a believable on-screen couple. Gun Napat and every other BL actor. Boat and Gun in Golden Blood were a pairing that left me laughing more often than not, largely due to Gun's disastrous acting. I was amazed at how Boat managed to keep a straight face and not treat the entire show like a parody. Gun seems to struggle in BL roles, having tanked Love by Chance 2 where Mark had to carry the ship single-handedly. His other ship with Mig Tirapat also sunk in the Luminous Solution. So maybe he is not well suited for BL coupledom. Yoon and Tun from Unforgotten Night are rumored to be dating in real life, which is surprising given their lack of on-screen chemistry. While I'm skeptical, others think their on-screen awkwardness could be a sign they were actually crushing on each other during filming, making them nervous. Despite this, their on-screen romance lacked heat, with supposedly steamy scenes coming off as awkward and unconvincing, particularly Yoon's reluctance to convincingly kiss or touch Tun. Kimin and Copter may have some chemistry, but acting together is not doing them any favors. They keep getting the worst scripts and have been stuck in high school and college roles since 2 Moons, which is getting old. They have done 6 BL series including 2 sequels. They need to move on from the Minkit vibes and take on more mature roles to bring variety to their acting. For example, in That's My Candy they never touched and behaved like preteens despite the fact that Kimin is already 33 years old. Copter had more chemistry with Earth than his male lead Kimin. They should both find new partners so they can spread their wings and hopefully land a hit series. Copter left their joint talent agency Starhunter some time ago, so maybe their ship is finally over. Frank and Longley in Love Syndrome 3 didn't have much chemistry. They didn't even look into each other's eyes properly, and Frank's wig didn't help matters. The acting and kissing scenes were a little off, and the chemistry could have been better. If they had cast a better actor for ITT, it could have improved the show significantly. Unfortunately, the actor couldn't do justice to the character, and the lack of chemistry between the main characters was evident. Or maybe it's because of the bad scripts they keep getting. They have a series OMG Vampire that is currently airing. Many people are saying the BL is not bad, but it's definitely not good. Which other couples do you want to see break up? Let me know in the comments.